This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
And Jim is not here today, but someone else is here with the Midnight Express.
That's right, Tony. And I don't think we should tell him who's going to
I think we'll let you look a little bit later on. Right now, let's go to our World TV title match.
That's right.
So we're going to Tully Blanchard versus Mike Jackson. And this was 35 years ago. And I just want you to know these guys still look the exact same. Mike Jackson still looks like Mike Jackson from 1986. And Tully Blanchard with about $20 worth of Just for Men would look identical.
Yeah. Tully is, I mentioned this Tully. I said, congratulations, buddy. You have stayed in shape through all these years, and it hasn't been easy. But yeah, I agree with you. He has. I thought it was interesting at the open of that. Apparently there was an entrance
Package.
A package or something that was cut off.
Yes.
That we didn't get to see because we referenced that. And
it feels like that was cut out because of the music.
Right.
You know, I want to mention too, we had resident NWA 1986 Jim Crockett promotions expert, Mr. DoodooTrucking.com himself, Jet.
Yeah.
Jet Jewett, as we call him.
Jet. Okay.
Well, because buddy, if he's taking a shit at my house, he will fly down the stairs to tell me I clogged it up again. I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to mention he actually corrected all three of us, me, yourself, and of course Mr. David Crockett, when we were watching Starrcade 86 about Dusty's entrance music. That night he actually came out to a Huey Lewis and Hank Williams Jr. song called You Can't Judge a Book. And
wow,
what an entrance. Take a listen here. We'll play a little bit before we get in trouble.
Okay.
You get the idea.
Yeah, I get it. How did he know that?
He is almost Rain Man-esque about Jim Crockett Promotions. It's his favorite time in wrestling ever. He's collected every possible thing that you could from that era.
Tapes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean everything. But he would just like pre-network just throw a tape in, throw a DVD in, and yeah, so he's just watched it backwards and forwards 100 times. So he knows that show very, very well. And that song apparently made an impression on him. When he told me, I have to admit, I was like, Huey Lewis did a song with Hank Williams Jr. I don't remember that.
Wow.
But then I heard the song and I was like, okay, that's a pretty badass Dusty Road song. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. That's pretty good.
That is cool. That really is. Hey, you know, it looks like here, if it looks like Tully's forehead's getting ready to open up here. And if that's the case, then we probably had to shoot around it. And again, you know, guys had cut their forehead so much that it was thin, the skin was thin, and those cuts could open up easily. There, you see it? See right there?
Well, we're not too, I guess we should mention the show we watched last week was actually taped before Starrcade.
Right.
On the 23rd. Starrcade went down on the 27th. The next day, you're at the Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia. 9,000 folks there on the 28th.
Yeah.
Bloomington, Minnesota on the 29th. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the 29th. Peoria, Illinois on the 30th. Fayetteville, North Carolina on the 1st. Rock Hill on December 2nd. Raleigh, North Carolina in Dorton on December 3rd. Columbus, Georgia on December 4th, Hampton, Virginia on December 5th. Central States ran the show in Kansas City, Kansas on December 5th. And then you guys are here the morning of December 6th, taping the show that we're watching right now.
Right. And that's why we kind of talked about Starrcade in the open. Starrcade was actually a couple of weeks ago in reality. But we talked about it because that's our first chance to talk about it on TV.
Yes.
So that's why we kind of talked about it. Look at JJ. Watch him, Tony. They always gave Mike Jackson a lot, didn't they?
Mike Jackson is one of the more well-rounded mechanics, I think is the old term that people used to use.
Right.
I mean, Mike Jackson had a TV match just a couple of years ago for Impact.
Yeah.
And by the way, Mike Jackson here looks 50 years old.
I know.
Mike Jackson and JJ Dillon and Arn Anderson used to get together before the shows, get on the rocking chairs out in front of TBS and whittle wood. And yet here they are. And look at this, the slingshot suplex, and that'll get it done.
Yeah.
Heading for the pin. And now he starts to strut his stuff. Look at JJ.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.